Why Naruto characters stopped using hand signs. Naruto is iconic because of hand signs. They are seals that serve to mold chakras in jutsus. These seals used to be very common in the early parts of Naruto. However, as the plot developed, the frequency of its usage reduced till it gradually faded away. Join us in today's video as we explore why characters in Naruto stopped weaving hand signs to make a jutsu. Watch this video to the end, as the reason behind the disappearance of hand signs will amaze you. But before we go into today's topic, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Without further ado, let's dig in. Naruto, being one of the most popular shonen anime of all time, is renowned for several distinctive aspects, but the series' famed jutsu hand signs are arguably its most popular element. Hand signs made the series so cool that almost every viewer at one point or the other tried to weave hand signs. Seeing the characters weaving hand signs in the series was extremely cool, and this is one of the things that made the anime better than the manga. The reason is that seeing the hand signs in motion was better than just reading the manga, since motion can't be shown in the manga. The quicker a shinobi can weave hand signs, the quicker he can produce more jutsu and also gain an advantage over his enemies. At the beginning of the series, it was stated that the harder a jutsu is, the more hand signs it requires to properly execute such jutsu. Several strategies were formed around hand signs during battles. In some cases, one had to hide and perform the hand signs so that one won't tip off your opponent that you are making use of that particular jutsu. While in some other cases, one has to weave the hand signs very quickly so that the opponent won't be able to catch on to the jutsu being cast. For example, when Itachi weaves hand signs so fast that even with a Sharingan, Kakashi couldn't see them or follow them to copy. When you think about it, hand signs in a way give out the jutsu an opponent wants to cast if the opponent is quite knowledgeable about them. A cool usage of hand signs was the one-handed usage of hand signs. It was seen initially in the first arc when Haku used them, which was very smooth and cool to look at. Also, when Minato lost an arm to Obito Uchiha during the 4th Great Ninja War, he was seen performing seals using one hand. While hand signs were a common sight throughout most of the initial part of the series, most fans couldn't help but notice their usage decreasing dramatically in the Shippuden and almost non-existent now in the Boruto sequel. Once an integral part of the concept of ninjutsu, seeing the decrease in the usage of hand signs is certainly odd, especially when we consider the significance that was attributed to them in the first part of the Naruto series. The creators of the anime and manga may have had their reasoning for such a deliberate inconsistency. However, it's still worth exploring other plausible factors behind the gradual eradication of hand seals. What are hand signs in Naruto? Hand signs, also called seals, are used to perform many ninjutsu, genjutsu, and other secret arts which are other than a taijutsu. They were invented by Injiro Otsutsuki, who is the son of Hagoromo, the founder of the Shinobis. In the Naruto anime, these hand signs are designed to aid people in properly summoning and molding chakra, while also opening up different chakra gates within the body necessary to perform a technique. This concept became one of Naruto's iconic features. Hand signs depict how shinobis can manipulate their chakra properly. However, if the shinobi are highly skilled, they can perform numerous jutsu with one hand, while for others, they may require no signs at all. Even though nearly all techniques of ninjutsu and genjutsu are based on the basic 12 hand signs and seals, hand signs were also attributed to some type of abilities. For example, the tiger hand sign is well known for the fire jutsu. Even when Kakashi wanted to thrust his finger into Naruto, Sasuke was in shock because tiger hand signs were majorly used to fire jutsu. The very first time we encounter Kakashi's true ability in the series was when he used hand signs at an incredibly extreme speed that makes it difficult for viewers to keep track of it. Kakashi wasn't just the only one who could perform hand seals at an extreme speed. Zabuza and Haku also displayed their exceptional skills using multiple hand signs. The basic 12 hand signs in the series are all based on animals, namely the rats, ox, tiger, hare, dragon, snake, horse, ram, monkey, bird, dog, and boar. Apart from these 12 basic hand signs, there are also other unique signs which are specific to certain techniques that involve nature elements for jutsu. Also, almost all shinobi clans have their signature techniques, which can be activated by the combination of specific hand signs. Hand signs are also not limited to shinobis alone. For instance, Shima and Fukasaku, elder toads from Mount Myoboku, also made use of hand seals multiple times in the series. Additionally, the 10 Tails, as well as Madara Uchiha's Susanoo, has been seen making hand signs. Significance of hand signs in Naruto. One significant aspect of hand signs was explained in the early parts of the series, and the significance was that it linked their usage with the caster's mastery over the jutsu. The number of hand signs required to cast a jutsu is determined by the mastery of the caster over that specific technique. This is a fact that clearly explained why hand signs became less visible as the characters grew stronger. Reasons why hand signs became less in the series. The initial part of the series saw the most usage of hand signs, and this was a clear indication of how the main characters will still Genin at that time with limited mastery over most jutsu. After the time skip in the Shippuden, most characters had gotten stronger and had a significant boost in their power, which required them to use hand signs less. A good example is Sasuke's Chidori. He initially required weaving several hand signs before casting the deadly lightning blade. However, as he began to master the technique, it became obsolete for him to use hand signs. Sasuke could now do the Chidori without even weaving a single hand sign. Sasuke's fireable jutsu also underwent similar changes, as the jutsu went from requiring him to weave 8 hand signs to barely needing any. Another reason for the reduction in the use of hand signs in the series could be attributed to a high number of techniques without hand seals becoming more common than before. A lot of these techniques already existed in the early parts of the series, such as Rasengan or the Yuga clan's 8 trigram palm rotation, but their numbers were significantly lesser than their counterparts that needed hand signs. The majority of the jutsus revolved around using hand signs as a necessary prerequisite to mode chakra. This concept was further cemented by Kakashi and Sabusa's iconic 40-hand seal water dragon technique. However, the Shippuden saw a rise of new jutsu and unique techniques which didn't need the weaving of hand signs. Visual techniques such as Rinnegan and Sharingan became more popular and took precedence. Also, Rasengan and Sage Mode, which doesn't require any hand signs, started to become common as Shippuden progresses. This makes the concept of hand signs fade drastically into the background as the series starts to put the spotlight on all-powerful ocular techniques. The lack of hand signs in the series became more prominent during the 4th Great Shinobi War, when almost all jutsu introduced did not need any hand signs. Even the famed battle between the 5 Kages and Madara Uchiha took place without much use of hand signs. Some examples include Tsunade's mitotic regeneration jutsu, Onoki's particle style, Gaara's sand-based ninjutsu, and Ace lightning-based techniques. Also, the battles in the later part of the arc were quite similar, especially with the 2 ten-tailed Jinchuriki, Obito and Madara, as their truth-seeking orb serves as both their offense and defense, which required no hand signs. This might have been a good thing as hand signs would have only provided an unnecessary distraction from the intense heat of the war. Hand signs were removed to avoid redundancy. A standard practice in shonen anime is to hype things up by prolonging specific scenes and then reducing them as the story progresses. A good example is Dragon Ball Z. Goku initially took several minutes to first transform into a Super Saiyan, but as the story continued and his mastery over the technique increased, he started transforming in an instant. Naruto is no different, as showing the same hand signs that each character uses every time would definitely waste a lot of screen time and not provide much use to plot development. Also, drawing of the same hand seals over and over again for every panel is most likely a plausible reason why it became less prevalent in the series. Hand signs at the beginning initially had a distinctiveness to them, which made their appearance a must with every jutsu. However, the constant need to draw separate panels simply to showcase each hand seal became quite a hassle for the creators. Looking at it from an illustration point of view, constantly recreating the same panel with different hand signs is quite redundant, which wastes not only time but panel space. As the series went on, the focus became predominantly on the storyline itself rather than ancillary aspects such as hand seals. This, coupled with factors such as high mastery and techniques which required little to no hand signs, made the concept of hand signs simply fade into the background, as more significant matters took precedence. Although the use of hand signs could still be seen during the latter parts of the series, the decrease in their usage and significance is an indication of a drastic shift within the Naruto franchise, to one that favored ocular techniques above all else, making them the source of all power. Even though at the beginning of the series, hand signs were popular because it was needed to cast a jutsu and were loved by viewers, there was later a decrease in their usage. Which of the reasons for the reduction in hand signs do you think is reasonable enough? Do let us know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to enjoy more exciting content.